try this again. Let's try this again. Just let's try it again. Okay. First, let me just say if there is any further technical issues, remember the show is live. And if it happens, this show is not going to go live today. I'll pre record the show. Thank you, honey, for letting me know to do that and upload the show at a later date and time, right? I'm learning to be a little bit more kinder to Diamond and patient with her, right? Can't be patient with other people if you're not patient with yourself. So, with that being said, come on back. If you are new to the show, please do me a favor. This helps this show grow by clicking that thumbs up button. That is your key. When you come to the live or see a show that's pre recorded, click the thumbs up button and post a comment letting me know you're here. I would like to shout you out. Secondly, do not forget that this show runs on all platforms. We are on Facebook, formerly Twitter, which is now X, Instagram, and here, YouTube. The show also does some short clips on TikTok. So please, by all means, follow all platforms. But where the money is, it's here. It really is here. So come here and be a support, right? Remember, this show has always got a Q&A portion of the show. So in the comments, do us a favor. Make sure that you are posting your comments in the chat so that we can respond. If I don't see it right away, trust me, I'll get back to you. Without further delay, I want to talk about this topic before this topic gets lost in the sauce by technical issues. So, if I don't shout you out when you're in the comments, please know that I will shout you out in the comments when I look at the show because I do go back and look at the show. Also, know that I did see some people earlier. I want to shout you out. You may not be coming back because you may think that we're not live, but I want to shout out Rob. Thank you so much. Alice, thank you, my love. Coco, hi, sweetie. Love you. To Anton, yes, I saw the shout out, your girl. Thank you so much for being a supporter. And everybody else who's coming here. If I don't shout you out live when I'm in the midst of the conversation, charge it to my head, not my heart, because I'm trying to stay on topic, but still keep talking to me in the chats. So I wanted to talk to you about something that many people are struggling with, and that is accountability to other people for what they want and need. Where did this come from? So um, I have been involved in some personal relationships, right? This is my true testimony to you, right? As an motivational speaker, life coach, and counselor by trade, right? That's my job. On this platform, I'm here just another person with some knowledge and a voice. And what I'm trying to do is open up the conversation here so that we all can learn from one another. So you're going to hear me give my personal testimonies, and you're also going to see me tell you or share with you some things that I know professionally that bothers some people. I know that. That thing, they want to use you for your professionalism until it holds them accountable. Then they don't want it. Then they just like, nobody asked you. This is not what I was looking for, or they ghost, avoid, whatever. But I do know that some people just can't handle uncomfortable conversations, especially when it holds them accountable. So, as many people been operating in this system, let's say starting from 2020, we're now 4 years, 2024, and we're about to approach 2025. And some people are going to enter this new year coming with the same demeanor, the same attitude. So there's two components, right? Two spaces, two people that are in this. I want to use entanglement, but I know people are going to run with that. This is not a sexual thing. Entanglement does not mean sexual, though. But in this connection or lack thereof, somebody wants something and the other person does not want to give it according to what the person needs. So who wins and who lose? That's my question to you. Who wins and who loses when it comes to two people, because that's how you have effective communication. Who wins and who lose? Personal testimony. So, in this latter year, I have been in some up and down relationships with people. And I know it's part of the process, right? I know it's part of the process because it's happening. I don't care what kind of degree you have. I don't care what kind of job title you hold. If you're human and you have connections with other people, your connections and your journey will go up and down. It may take a long time for it to go down, but you can best believe what goes up comes down. And everybody plays a part in it. Everyone. Even the person who don't feel they done anything wrong. You still play a part in the up and down of this relationship. Now don't run away with this stand that, oh, what am I accountable? Did I cause this? Maybe you didn't, but you're still connected to the process. You're still connected to the process. So you'll hear me use some personal testimony so that I can make it more realistic for you. And maybe you can apply that realistic situation to your own situation and see where you fall in the process, right? We go into asking people, hey, give me this. I need this from you, whether it's time, whether it's honesty, whether it's forgiveness, you need something or they need something from each other. And in that, people don't know how to ask for it. They don't know how to say it. They don't know how to explain it, right? Oftentimes, what people end up doing is let's use the situation. I need you to be more responsible. In what way? Well, I don't expect you to know what I need you to do or give. I'm going to tell you and give it to you so that you know in turn, I need this back from you. I need it. I'm not giving it just free willy and I don't expect it to return back. I'm giving it because I want it back. So if I give you time, well, I want that back. If I give you honesty, I want that back. If I give you forgiveness, I want that back. I'm giving it to you because it's a 360 cycle. What goes around must come back. What goes out must come back. What is sent out must return. It is reciprocal. It must come back. You cannot expect that you get all of this and is not expected to return it back. Right? People say, don't hold people accountable, just accept them for who they are. Well, here's the thing I do. I accept people for who they are. But who they are in my life is important to me. Therefore, I must show up in a way I need you to return it back to me. If I'm not showing up for you, then I have no expectations for you to show up for me to give it back. If I have you, if I don't show up and be responsible, then who am I to complain about you not showing up? Like, seriously, who am I to complain? I have no reason to complain because I have not shown you what I really need. Now, let's reverse it. There are some people will come into your life and give you half them from the door, right? They didn't come in and then change. They come in giving you half of them. So, are you, should you be expecting that that person will show up 100% what you need? Do you expect them to show up and be 100% what you need? If you do, knowing they came in half ass, right? They don't call, they don't check in, they don't remember your birthday, they can't remember your anniversary, they can't remember a commitment they made to you, but yet you're looking for them to be 100% that. Ponder that while I make sure you guys are seeing the show. Now, again, I go into relationships 100. Sometimes I'm just a little too much. I'll admit it. Sometimes I'm just a bit too much. I'm a bit too much in the way of saying, okay, well, this is what I want, this is what I need. Like sometimes I'm like, Diamond, pull it back, pull it back. Even with myself, I don't know how to do something half. I don't know how to do it half ass. I don't. I don't. I'm 100% in or not. That's with myself and with others. But when I have experienced that when I'm 100% with myself and I enter to these relationships, these people don't want me holding them accountable 100%. And that is what got this conversation going. Along this journey, relationship journey with people, I am learning that, oh my gosh, that thing, everything is in a season and during a season and will end at the end of that season is so true. I don't know if you can relate, but I've been trying to hold on to people who really wanted to be set free, whether it's at work, in the professional arena, personal, in that personal space, family, in that family space. I know that I've been trying to hold on to people who are truly saying, do not hold on to me so tight because I don't want to live up to the expectation or be accountable to you for what I don't want to give you. The thing is, they don't say it until it's too late when there is issues in the relationship. When the relationship, there's a tug and war, they don't say it up front. Do me a favor and say it from the beginning. Hey, girl, listen, I am not that type of friend um, where I want you holding me accountable to be there for you. I'm just not that. I'm not that type of person. Oh, well, wait a minute now. Wait, you not that type of person, so I shouldn't be holding you accountable. Okay. They won't say that up front. You end up learning it late after you've done all this investing and showing up. They don't understand that, wait a minute. When she keep giving me what I want, well, I'm gonna just let her give what she want to give, but I don't want her holding me accountable for when I don't show up. Can you relate to that? Can you really relate to that? Because I'm seeing some people say they'll come to me in a conversation, whether it's a therapeutic conversation, clinically, and they'll say, "Well, Diamond, look, um, there's some people who I'm having issues with, and I don't know how to tell them that I need more from them." So I start asking them questions. Well, what do you need from them? And have you given that to them? Oftentimes they come into this conversation saying, yes, I have. I've given them this. I've shown up for them. But when I need them, they're not there. And I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute. How does that make you feel? And oftentimes they're walking around hurt, disappointed, frustrated, and all these things and above. And I'm like, okay, look. Is it worth you holding on to? Or could you give them what they want? And that is to be set free from what your expectations are in the relationship. And I'm telling you, the seesaw for them, for a number of people, have been, well, I love them. I care for them. They're my family. It's an ex who we had a bad spat, sorry. Um, they just don't know how to let go. And I'm like, but how is it? hurting you? Are you benefiting from them not showing up? And oftentimes they're not. They're not benefiting from the person not showing up. Actually, they're actually going through a lot of frustration, anger. It's affecting them mentally and physically, but yet they keep holding on. And we need to figure out, how do we not hold on to people that don't want us holding on to them, and what? Holding them accountable. So I want to ask you to define for yourself, what does it mean to have an accountable relationship? What does that mean for you? And do yourself a favor. If you don't know what it means to be accountable in a relationship, say that. Because if you think you know, but you truly don't know, then when you get into the relationship, what you find out is it's not meeting your expectations. And now you're frustrated with the other person because it's not meeting what you need, but yet you don't even know what that is. You have to understand and learn how to define what it means to have a healthy, accountable relationship with the person you want it with. The first person to start off with and learn that is you. Are you accountable to yourself? Can you rely on yourself? Are you dependable? Because if you are those things, those characteristics, then when you get into relationships with other people, you can identify when you're not getting it. When you enter the relationship, you need to know what kind of goals you want out of the relationship. Like, don't go in there brand new, changing it up, making it difficult, because what ends up happening, you get let down. Know from the door. And I'm telling you, people are uncomfortable as soon as they meet people. And I'm not saying as soon as they open their mouth and say hello, but you exchange numbers. And this doesn't mean a sexual relationship. I'm talking about girlfriends, male friends, like, bro, sis, girl, what kind of friend are you? People don't even learn from the other person what kind of friend they are. You can often tell by how they treat their other friends, though. And in doing so, I want you to understand, you're no different. You're not that special. You're not, like, you don't got it going on, to the point that what they do with their other friends, they won't do to you. They will absolutely do to you. So it's best, I believe, that in the beginning of these relationships, you start setting up, wait a minute, let me tell you what kind of friend I am. And they're going to be like, well, what you mean? Because they're not used to that, right? Um, Let me tell you what kind of friend I am. I'm a friend that if you call me in the wee hours of the morning, I'm picking up. It's not like, oh my gosh, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Why is she calling? If you're calling 3 a.m. in the morning, it's important. So, me, this kind of friend, she's picking up the phone. If I hear the phone ring, I'm picking up. Now, hopefully, your friend or soon to be friend says to you, well, don't call me 3 o'clock in the morning. Immediately, you know from the door, that's not a reliable friend when it comes to late hours, wee hours of the morning when you might need them. Do not have them on speed dial. That's not the person you call. You better off just go ahead and call in the police, or get on your knees and pray about it, because that friend has already told you, I'm only available from here to here. Outside of this, I'm not available. Yep. And you have to be okay with that. Stop trying to make people into the person you want them to be, and accept them for who they are. And it may hurt your feelings, but you have no other recourse but to accept it, so that you don't get hurt down the line. People enter these relationships like, oh, this is my best friend. What does that mean? Ask your friend or the so called friend, what does it mean to be a best friend? This my boo. And he trying to date her, but he can't be found any time of the day when she needs him. But yet, when he wants her to be 100%. Soon as I ring on the first ring, pick up the phone. She don't know how to show up for you and be there for you, but she out with her girlfriends just doing whatever. People are not learning relationships. And we're going into these relationships with the expectation that these people are going to be everything we need, and we get let down. Start learning. I'm telling you, people, don't go into 2025 with this. You might go into 2025 alone, but were you not alone in 2024 when you needed that friend or so called friend? Look, I tell people all the time, don't worry about what people are going to say about you because you're holding them accountable for what you need in the relationship. Because what they think about you or what they say to other people is none of your business. It really isn't. If your mind is constantly drifting over to, well, what are they going to say about me now that we're not friends? Why are you so consumed with that? Why are you consumed with that? Why are you so stuck on that? I can tell you why. I've been there. Because you care about the person. You want them to actually respect and see your integrity in the relationship. So you don't want them to throw you under the bus, make you look bad to other people. I've been there. I absolutely have been there. I'm less there in my life now. Now I'm like, look, do you? If you want to try to scandalize this name, baby, have at it. And if this name never comes up in your mouth and in your heart again, so be it. Because I'm accepting, respecting what you want in this relationship. I am. I'm giving you the best I got. Thank you, Anita Baker. I'm going to give you what you're asking for. I'm going to respect you so much that you want to be left alone. You don't want any accountability. Baby, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to take my hands off in it. I'm not going to hold you accountable for what I need because you do not want that. You do not want to be held accountable to this degree. And I wish you would have told me in the upfront. That's the type of person I am. Like, girl, don't hold me accountable. And you know what? Let's be true transparent. People have kind of, in some form of fashion, told me this. They have. Now, don't get it wrong. This is not a lot of people. I don't, my circle of friends is so small, so small. My social network is small, but I allow for more people to come in and out. That door stays open. You want to come in, go out. I don't hold you to be anything more than what you want to be in that relationship. For the people I call my friend, I hold you accountable. I hold you to a certain standard. I do. Because I want you to hold me to a certain standard. So I saw iRob's comment. So I want to try something while we're here. Comments. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Mm, oh no. Okay. Come on, talk to me, guys. What do you think? Have you been found yourself in relationships like that? Mm. Because if you have, say it. Go ahead and say it. This is so big, but we'll put it up here. Oh, so Rob said this. He said, I would say a BFS is someone you can tell things to that you can't tell anyone else. Yes, so true. But what if you're telling that secrets, private information to someone who don't see themselves as that friend? It's just but for the moment. Be- People, accountability goes two ways. Everyone's accountable in the relationship. And we must learn how to respect people in that relationship and allow it to be what it's supposed to be. When the relationship is good, it's good. When it's not good, it's not good. If you can't count on the person in that relationship to show up for you the way you need them to, they need you to, then you don't have a healthy relationship. What you got is someone taking up time. None of us have time to waste. Life is very short, and people may not view life in the way you view it. So they don't mind coming in and out of relationships and not, when you look at them and you see that they don't hold on to their friends, or they can't maintain a monogamous relationship with the person they say they're dating for a long period of time. Those people have relationship issues. And it would be in your best interest, right? Not to hold on to people who ain't holding on to you. Period. Don't hold on to people that's not holding on to you. It just won't work. You will find yourself being very unhappy in that relationship. Some things that you might want to learn is that when you start meeting people, if you're going to exchange numbers, that's the beginning. Start learning how to see, does this person speak the language that you need, and do you think this person is reliable for you to tap into? Is this someone that you can count on when you need them? Are you showing up in the same way you expect them to show up for you? If you can't be vulnerable, honest, and also ask for forgiveness when you do wrong, then that's probably not a good relationship for you. It's probably a relationship that you shouldn't do too much investing in. Maybe it's a surface relationship. It's You don't really need to change exchange numbers. You see each other whenever you see each other, and that's it. If I can't tell you, friend, that what you said or did or did not do bothered me, and you not be defensive, argumentative, this is not a relationship. If I can't come to you and say, look, I said something or I didn't say something that I should have said, and I want to apologize to you. Not fluff around it, dance around it, don't get right to it. Like, listen, can we talk? I owe you an apology. I didn't understand it in the way you needed me to. So I apologize. I'm sorry. And I've learned from that. And let's move on. And that kind of apology and taking ownership then says, you know what? We don't need to revisit it. I've laid my cards on the table. I acknowledge I've done something that hurt your feelings. Not if I done something. I done something that hurt your feelings, whether it was intentional or not. I done it. And since I've done that very thing, I owe you an apology because you were hurt by what I did or did not do. I'm not going to excuse my behavior or my actions by not by making all excuses. I'm not going to do that. I respect you enough to say, I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't see it in that way, and I owe you an apology, even though I didn't know or I wasn't aware. And I have to tell you that the people I've come in contact with in my my professional relationship with them, when they talk about these kind of things, they are aware. The people in their lives are aware. Like they've been having arguments, disputes. They ghost each other. They say things that are hurtful. They are aware. So some people are very much aware of what they're doing or not doing in the relationship that cause you some kind of discomfort. And yet you continue to hold on to them thinking that they're going to change. People don't change unless they want to change. They don't. And we don't have the power to change people. We got to stop coaching people to change for us. They have to want to change for themselves in the relationship. You have a more healthy relationship when people can own their stuff. They're not defensive, they're not argumentative, they're not excusing it, they're accountable. And because they're being accountable in that relationship, you can walk free and absolutely be more invested in that relationship with them because they know how to be what they need to be so that they can be that for themselves and you. It's not like one person gets it all. That's not what it's about. It's about being accountable and everyone owning their stuff. There's no reason for you to go into the new year dragging baggage and heartbreak and disappointment into a new year with people who don't want to be there with you. Free them. Allow them to be free. And don't free them with animosity, right? Don't free them and nail them to the cross. Like no, you don't need to go free them and then scandalize their name. You don't need to free them and wish them bad karma. You don't need to do any of that. You don't. Because what you are doing, if you do that, is only coming back to you. You're going to find yourself unhappy, sick to the stomach, no rest at night. You can't keep your mind on things that you need to keep your mind on because you're so consumed mentally by, like, I hope they get what they. Baby, remember, what goes out comes back. Don't put yourself in that situation. You have a lot more to deal with, especially ending this year and God willing going into a new year. Set people free from the accountability you have for them. Respect them for where they are in your life or not in your life. You know when you had a real relationship, when the person can come back and say, I'm sorry, I owe you an apology, and I love you. Or if it's a professional relationship, I apologize. I missed that. I misunderstood that. I own it. And now I know better moving forward. People just afraid to be vulnerable. They are. And I was one of those people, not in that context, right? Like my strength has been Wonder Woman. Oh, you can't see her over here. But my strength has been Wonder Woman. She's all around the studio. Um, to the point like I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna let it bother me. But it's an unresolved issue. So it's sitting on the shelf with full of emotions that's I haven't dealt with because I'm strong. I can just move forward. You don't want to be this or you don't want that. Okay, let me just keep it moving. And in the long run, you have an unresolved situation. Unresolved. Look, this show was meant to just help some people, those who want it, those who don't, it doesn't apply. That's okay. This show is about helping people exit 2024 into 2025 uh, a little bit lighter, learning to love themselves a little bit more by forgiving themselves for what relationships in their life failed, not holding people accountable for something they don't want to be accountable for, right? Free them. Respect that person for where they are and let it go. That's it. Just let it go. Let it go and let them go with it. If they come back humbled, acknowledging their part, then you could probably move forward with the relationship you're hoping to get. But it's going to take two, not one. Okay? Marinate on this. Today's show was not about gossip. It was not what's trending in social media. It's just about us and what we need. And that we are taking a stance that in 2025, we will not carry anyone's extra baggage. We going to free people from the accountability they don't want to be held to. We're going to be good to ourselves and say, you know what? I'm enough. Even if you're not in it, I'm enough. That's it. Look, join me next week or maybe earlier this week. No. Join me next week for another conversation. Please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Ignore the glitches when it's a live show. I got to carve out some time to do some pre-recorded shows, upload those shows. Hopefully you guys will go check them out. Um, Post your comments and I will respond to your comments at a later time. All right? Thanks so much. You know, I wanted to give you a different spin on this topic, but I'm also learning that Diamond, it is what it is. And you be okay with that. All right, I'll see who posts a comment in the chat. Join me. Don't forget, we are going to always need you to like and subscribe. We're going to need you to be on time. Make sure that you are following the show um, on all platforms. And then also know that I'm here. Just reach out. That's all you got to do. Just reach out. Okay? All right, guys. I'll see you later. Be good to one another. Hopefully that you enjoyed the show. Post a comment and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.